And now,
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
San Diego Padres.
Just about to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming because it's breaking two planes, horizontal and vertical.
Jose Altuve leading things off and takes a strike. Way out front for strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. And that skips in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab, one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singing this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Let's go, you.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third, Machado sends it across to first, 2 away.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Alvarez.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
Come on, you.
And a slider in there for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
2 outs, bases empty. And a swing and a miss there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
Strikes.
Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And there's a ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now it's Christian Walker. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Alvarez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Astros lead 1, and now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Petco Park. And on the hill here today, Framber Valdez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Over to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder.
As we take a look at the Padres lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Fernando Tatis Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. 1 out, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. That one missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to the left, Pena. To first, and they take care of Tatis for the out.
Batting third, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Singing, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing there for the Friars. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Diaz hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that's downstairs, and it's 1-0. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Cronenworth. And it's caught for the out.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Swings through that.
0-2 is the count.
Got it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Astros are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Here's Manny Machado now.
The third baseman, Manny Machado.
Valdez back to work. Little chopper rolls foul. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Goes down looking.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Wastes no time there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
One down. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Just missed. Man at first, one away. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 1-1.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
That one misses. It's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it remains 2-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Myers under it. Nabs it. 2 down.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Connor Joe.
So digging in now for San Diego, Connor Joe. That clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And it hooks foul. That one
ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's in.
Cronenworth dives back in. Cronenworth off of first with 2 away.
That's ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. 1 left for San Diego. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
But my mojo right and my motor right, so I roll the dice, so I seize the day. I'm blowing up, I'm blowing up, I'm blowing up.
Top half of the
Leading
3rd
off
inning.
the
Here's Ben
the right
Gamble.
fielder, Ben Gamble.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Ah, that hit him. And the
Perfect.
leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Line drive. And foul ball. And that's
Yep, that ball
outside.
went out.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
The bat.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Jose Altuve up to hit here. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
Pitch
That's a
misses. Ball 1. There's a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Next offering is downstairs. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
The bat. The third baseman.
So digging in, Isaac Paredes. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. To second, there's Cronenworth. That ends the frame. 1 left for Houston, and we're still knotted at 0. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the rookie DH, Tirso Ornelas.
Tirso Ornelas.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
All over that one right there.
Batting
Really
up.
good
The
swing
catcher.
right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle,
Diaz.
allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Elias Diaz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Strike on the inside corner. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, I'm not really sure
first
why he
baseman,
let
number
that one
4,
go by. I mean,
Luis.
out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Luis Ariz stands in. He's 0 for 1. Just
outside.
missed. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Right through there for a strike.
Hey.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, interesting. He's looking very
Now
comfortable
batting,
out of the
right
stretch
fielder,
after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Tatis stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that's through there for a strike. And 1-1.
strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the third. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Chopped left side. Paredes fires over to first. And that is that. Padres leave 1, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Slider for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next
1 ball,
offering way off
2
the
strikes.
plate. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next pitch is outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Christian Walker now at the plate.
Walker.
Clips the corner. Strike 1. And that's through there for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And that's
off the
outside.
plate.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Nothing doing there for Houston. Still no score. Back here in San Diego, bottom 4, stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Late with the swing there.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now Machado up here. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. Popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field, and that'll fall for a base hit, and that keeps the inning going. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Fly to center his first time, and that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Cronenworth leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering misses, and the count is 2-0.
No strike.
There's a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field, and that's the inning. Through 4, still tied. Zip zip. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Pena, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. Close but called a ball. Ball 1.
Well, these Astros, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Darvish delivers. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. To the right side. Throws to first in time. 1 away here in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now the left fielder, Chas McCormick, struck out looking his first time. Fought off foul. And a foul ball. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
So next up for Houston, Ben Gamel. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Inside. Now 1-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with two strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Myers in the box here lets that one go for a ball. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fires over to first. And that is the inning. Astros off and running on the solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Petco Park, John Shammy with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Connor Joe. Valdez back to work. That one ripped, but foul. The line to kick the pitch. Close, but called a ball. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Ground ball, Walker. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Tirso Ornelas.
And now it's Tirso Ornelas. And he's already singled in this game.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
1 down, base is empty. And takes low for ball 1.
1-1.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The count 2-1. And the slider just misses.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find the zone.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
great stop. Throws from the seat of his pants. 1 and 2nd. What a double play that was. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Ground ball right side. Cronenworth handles, throws to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next for the Astros, the third baseman, Isaac.
Now the number
Paredes.
2 hitter, Isaac Paredes.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
And next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. And a foul ball. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Oh and 2 now. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs.
Strike him out.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a bouncer. Yeah, they get the out on Alvarez.
The first baseman, number 8, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Sean Reynolds up and loosening in the pen. Matsui also getting ready. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Bounce to third. Machado throws to first in time. That's out number 3. So 1 hit is all they get. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 1 and the Padres nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias.
Arias.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Dives, but it's off his glove. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Now batting, The right fielder.
No outs. Runner at first. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And a base hit on the line. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit. Was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed.
1-0.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
He was all over that one. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield. But another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
Machado in the box now. Takes strike one. Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Base hit. One run is in. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark and he scores. And a 2-1 ball game now.
It's a clutch at bat and could be one of the biggest ones of the game as they jump ahead by one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for
the Astros turn to a new arm on the mound.
Number
Caleb
63.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. He's 2 for 2. Clips the corner, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one. Activity in the bullpen. Brian King, the left-hander, up and throwing. Scott getting loose as well. Merrill, the lead runner at second. Machado at first with no outs. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And here comes Sander Bogarts. That just misses, and that is ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield, runner at first base, get two, get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Altuve to second, and that's 2. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 7th inning coming up. It's the Padres 2 and the Astros 1.
Opinionated, opinions hated, it's all trash. This kid the greatest, it's flaming, it's all gas. Breaking down the young and what I owed him. Trying to fit into an Oregon.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball, strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Ground ball left side down the line, and it's foul. That's inside.
2 strikes.
The next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. That's in there. That's strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Now pitching for the
Jason
Padres,
Adam is forced to the mound
Number 40.
after the injury.
Well, the
Jason
best relievers love the
Adam.
opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
I remember him and Jag used to control the parties, and they would let us know when it was the right time to leave.
Battling here as he fouls it away. This to third, handled by Machado. Throws across the diamond, and 2 away to start the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver
fielder,
consistently.
Chaz
It doesn't matter how many
McCormick.
highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's the left fielder, Chaz McCormick. He's already homered in this game. And ball 1. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Padres 2 and the Astros 1. Well, 1-run game. Now the left fielder, Connor Joe. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. And there's the strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Next one misses. Going to count 1-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading up for the
Man at
Padres,
first, nobody
the
out.
designated hitter,
So here's the Padres DH, Tirso Ornelas. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at first with no outs here. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch.
Catcher,
Clearly he had a fool.
Diaz.
And now it's Elias Diaz. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. On a line, base hit. The throw to third. He's in there.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Luis, there goes the runner. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Runners at the corners, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The other way, Paredes. Off balance speed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 3. Squirts away a little bit. That's a little bit low.
2-0.
That misses off the outside edge.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
So now 2
That pitch is
on
up. Ball four.
and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs. In the air, right side. Gamble sizing this one up, and that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 8th inning coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Astros 1. Jeremiah Estrada gets handed the rock out of the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Gamble in the box again, takes a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
The 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 away.
Kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
And now the center fielder, Jake Myers. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Estrada, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. The Astros down by a pair, and we're in the top of the 8th. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Struck him out, coming out of the bullpen throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Altuve, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And now it's even up.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Astros go down 1-2-3, and they still trail it here 3-1.
Now pitching for
so a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Luis Contreras.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Manny Machado up to the plate.
For the Padres, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
First
Ball
pitch,
1, no
not
strike.
close.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. And that misses. Full count, 3-2. Liner, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Jake Cronenworth will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one out in front that time. Movement in the bullpen. Nick Hernandez appears to be getting loose. King, the lefty, warming up as well. Here's the 0-2.
Ball 1.
And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Here's Xander Bogaerts.
The batter, number
0 for
2.
3 in this one.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a foul out of play. Just off the outside part of the plate. That misses, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Diaz makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Connor Joe.
Connor Joe, the next up for the Padres. That is upstairs for ball 1.
Yeah.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting,
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Tirso Ornelas, the next up for the Padres. That one fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's to third, and it stays fair. Here comes Machado around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. That one the other way. Altuve gets it to first. They limit the damage here.
It's about to be a function. Hey, everybody came to party, so let's get it on. It's about to be a function. Hey, everybody came to party till the early
Pitching for
So
the
they turn to their
Padres,
closser, Robert
number
Suarez.
75.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. We see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And first offering is fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it. Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Man at first, next to hit, Yordan Alvarez. Just missed. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Foul ball there. That one misses, and it's 2-1. The Astros trailing by 3 here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Got it. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Walker batting with one down, takes a strike. Late on that fastball.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Now batting.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And fouled off. Tying run at the plate. And that's way high. And it's 1-1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
The shortstop takes the ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Chas McCormick would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Ball four, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at-bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
So bases all loaded up. Now it's going to be Chas McCormick. He's already homered here in this one. And that is out of play.
Nope.
So they're all loaded up. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Check swing called strike. And that is strike 2. The Astros down to their final strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.